Welcome out to Bryan High School, where tonight the Bryan Lady Bears play host to the Patriots of Patrick Henry on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Malenga. Alongside me is Brian Arlen. Coach, this team last year, same kind of situation, and able to steal one from the Lady Bears here at BHS. But this year, they are without one of their best players in Kayla Prigge.
Yeah. We were talking about this one earlier today. Last year, this game kind of snuck up on us. Yep. It was one kind of a gift. We got to play it at home. The Lady Bears got to play it at home because of rescheduling. Played it as a doubleheader with the boys varsity that night. Should have set them up really good, and PH just played a great game. We just gave Bryan all kinds of fits that night. So hopefully we don't see a repeat of that. The nice thing is just about all those girls on the Bryan team are back, and I think they remember it and they are aware.
Absolutely. Now Patrick Henry is struggling, 1-16 on the season, 1-2 in the league, and again, Kayla Prigge, who is their four-year starter, their leading scorer on the team, is out with a PCL injury to her knee. Coach Sonnenberg told me that they are having trouble figuring out who is going to step up in her absence, and contrast that with Reese Grotehouse going down for the Bryan Lady Bears, and we have seen all sorts of girls step up to cover for Reese, particularly people like Addie Arnold, who won on a three-point shooting rampage at Delta, and other players that have come in and stepped up.
Yeah, and we said that coming into the year, that we thought we had a couple of really good players in Shalyn Miley and Reese Grotehouse you could probably count on night in and night out, and that a bunch of people who should be able to pick each other up if there's a slow night. You've got 4 or 5 girls that could get double figures. Well, in that really good group, McKendry Seymour has stepped up this year as our leading scorer. At this point, she's averaging over 10 points a ball game. Leading scorer playing. Reese went out. When she went out, she was averaging 11. So, like you said, Addie had a couple of big games in there. Brooke Lamberson had a great game the last time out. Delilah Taylor has been really good with some extra minutes that she's been getting. So it's been great to see girls respond, and that's what you have to have. PH is going to be looking for the same exact thing. When your leader, your scorer is out, who's going to pick up the slack and show up? And I think the Lady Bears have been kind of set for that this year with a lot of kids who play with confidence and are looking for their shots.
Absolutely. So Bryan sitting at 13-3, 3-0 in the NWOAL. Many of their wins have been by double digits. Their losses all single digits, but the losses come to Napoleon, Maumee, and St. Mary's, all three really good teams that are going to, that are going to be in tournament considerations at the end of the postseason.
Right, and with Napoleon and St. Mary's, you're looking at 2 teams that are in the district, the tournament votes coming up this weekend. So that's going to have a little bit of an impact. I know the Bryan coaches were hoping for a good seed, and I think that's still going to happen. You're probably still looking at a top 4 seed and a chance to host your first game. So that'll be a really nice experience for the girls. But regardless of where you're seated, you're going to have to beat some good teams. Napoleon's in there, Lima Bath is in there, St. Mary's is in there. We've seen the likes of Shawnee and Elida before in that district. So the girls won't be any strangers to the people they're going to see, and they know that if they're going to make any noise in the tournament, you're going to run into a really good team in this district.
Absolutely. Well, we are in the Bryan Ford Lincoln pregame. Let's thank our sponsors bringing you the game. They include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Northwest State Community College, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Krill Funeral Service, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral and Crematory, Grimm Paints, and Veteran Services of Williams County. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we will talk with head coach Todd Grosjean after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success always. The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Imagine owning a newer home with 5 private acres, nearly 3,000 square feet of living space, plus a finished basement, a pole barn, covered porch, and more. Now stop imagining and call the AmeriMade Realty team and ask about 4657 Rosedale Road in Hicksville. This incredible 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home is available for sale and located in the Central Local School District. Phone AmeriMade Realty today at 636-7653. 636 sold. AmeriMade Realty, your hometown real estate.
At American Family Insurance, they know your life has many moving parts. From your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
When a loved one passes away, there are all kinds of decisions to make for funeral arrangements.
But one thing you can do now to make it easier on your loved ones is to pick out a memorial. I'm Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio.
And I'm Sally Jo Metzger. We're here to take the burden off of your family with just a conversation.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
As we enjoy football this fall, we're reminded that winter isn't that far away. Now's the time to get your furnace checked out, and you can do that with confidence by calling Starks Plumbing and Heating Services. Take advantage of $25 off on the fall furnace tune-up. Also, if you're looking to purchase a new Lennox system, ask about an offer of up to a $1,350 rebate or 6 months no payments on qualifying Lennox equipment purchased between September 7th and November 27th. For all of your heating and plumbing needs year-round, call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services today, 1-800-329-40.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today.
Welcome back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga with Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears. And Coach, since we talked last time, you guys have had a couple of real big games, including against Notre Dame, St. Mary's, and then you snuck a game against Edgerton in there that was a big win. Let's talk about some of the competition you've faced since we last chatted.
Well, you know, we lost Reese, the Napoleon game. Reese Grotehouse went down with a knee injury, and we had to turn around and play Notre Dame, obviously one of the best programs in all of Ohio. I think they're ranked 3rd in Division I. And, you know, we just asked our kids to play with no fear, you know, show up, compete, and see what happens. And we really played well. We had an opportunity to, you know, steal that one, and unfortunately got the turnover bug late, and you know, we just fell short by a point, but was really proud with our kids' effort and character that they showed in that game. And I think we gained a lot of confidence scheduling that game and letting our kids know that they can compete with just about anybody. You know, we went to Edgerton then, and Edgerton's obviously struggling a little bit, and I thought our kids were really pretty focused for the most part. Those games on Saturdays are tough when you know you're a heavy favorite, and I thought our kids did a nice job there. We turned around and had to play Delta on the road in the league. Our kids played extremely well over there defensively to hold Delta to 31 points. You know, the player of the year, the last 2 years, Brooklyn Green, we held to 10 points. And I thought defensively, that's probably one of our top performances of the season. And we had some other kids step up that I thought did a nice job offensively. And then, you know, last Saturday we had to play St. Mary's, which after playing Delta the way we did, you know, to turn around on a Saturday, we didn't play our best. The kids, I don't know if, you know, maybe that goes back to focus a little bit, but, you know, our kids struggled offensively executing, and we were still in the game. Defensively, we played well enough to win. Offensively, we did not. And unfortunately, we came up a little bit short against a very good St. Mary's team. I mean, they're 15-3 for a reason, playing the WBL. Very quick. We hadn't seen quickness like that up to that point, and they gave us some fits. So, and then turn around and play Monday against Maumee, who obviously is struggling a little bit as well. They got a late start because Lucas County was shut down, and our kids, we wanted to get a fast start, in which we did, and we had some kids shoot the ball pretty well. I think we made 8 or 9 threes that game, which was good to see, and we took care of business. So it's we're what, I don't know what we are. I think we have 3 losses.
Yep. 16-3, I think.
I don't think we have that many.
13,
Maybe 13-3.
Yep. Yep.
And we got the seed draws on Saturday or Sunday, excuse me. So we have a couple games between now and then that hopefully we're going to be successful in, and who knows at the seed meeting where we're going to fall.
One of the things is whenever you have a starter that goes down like Reese, you have to figure out who's going to step up and play. And it seems like, from what I've been reading and just following, you have had girls really step up in that absence and really put some good minutes together and some good scoring together. I'm thinking in particular Addie Arnold's performance, at Delta and things like that. I mean, so on the one hand, losing Reese is big, but the girls seem to have really stepped things up.
Well, and when you think about it, you hate seeing a kid go down, but we were in the same situation last year with the same exact group of kids. We had Reese. We didn't have Reese because she had hurt her knee before the season even started. So she really wasn't even a factor last year until the end. Kelly Miller went down, and we virtually have the same group back. The roles have changed slightly, but, this is a veteran group, and we've thrown a couple freshmen into the mix, or tried to get them acclimated so they can give us some minutes here and there. And, I'm really proud of the way the kids have, they haven't dwelled on that. I know they were pretty shook up when Reese went down, because they just have so much respect for what she does and all the time she spends.
All right, so let's move forward. You've got Patrick Henry tonight. Patrick Henry, a team that's struggling, and they lost their leading scorer, their 4-year starter, the heart of their offense, and so they're struggling, sitting at 1-16 with I think a league win just over Evergreen. So how difficult is it to prepare for a team like that is scrappy and hungry and looking to get a win over a league win over a Bryan team that's having some success?
Well, and you don't have to go too far to think back to last year. We had them here. We had a scheduling snafu at Patrick Henry, and we had to move the league game here, and they ended up beating us here. They were probably the underdog last year and came in and stole one. And, we've tried to focus our kids on that. 1-16 is deceiving because they're very capable. They've got one of the better players in the league, in my opinion, Mackenzie Vance inside. She can go inside out. She was a thorn in our side last year. So we're going to have to defend her. They are playing some younger kids, but they're coming off a league win against Evergreen. They're very capable, and if we don't bring our A game and play defense, it could get away from us.
You talked about having an inside presence there, but what other things do they bring to the table?
Well, they've got some guards that can shoot it a little bit. You mentioned the Prigge girl going down. Her sister, I believe it's her sister, as a freshman, she stepped in and made shots. They've got another point guard. I can't think of her name right now. Number 11 comes in and she handles the ball fairly well. They've got another post player in the Finnell girl that when they play both of them, they've got some post presence. So we're going to have to defend. We're going to hopefully pressure them a little bit. Obviously, with Chloe Antigo not being in the lineup tonight because of an ankle injury, we're going to probably have to call upon a freshman, or Bree Long's going to have to play some extended minutes inside, which Bree's very capable. So we're going to have to rely on some other people to step up tonight.
All right, well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck tonight against Patrick Henry, and hopefully we'll talk to you after a win.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
All right, Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct you.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
This, Mr. Stanton.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Bryan Arnold with you, high atop of Bryan High School gym. And we've got Patrick Henry and Bryan up here. And, you know, taking a look at the league, Bryan is leading the league at 3-0. Patrick Henry kind of towards the bottom of the league at 1-2. And Patrick Henry giving up lots of points per game, and it's just a situation where the Lady Bears could have a good ripe night for scoring if they can put the ball through the hoop. Now, a couple of notes, of course, Reese Grotehouse was out in that Wasion game, or was it Napoleon?
The Wasion
game, okay. She is out. Chloe Antigo also out tonight for the Lady Bears. She has rolled an ankle, and so she is being held out tonight just as a precaution. Hopefully she'll be back. We'll have the game for you Saturday against Bowling Green, and that game is senior night, and so we'll have that one for you as well. And then our schedule turns back into boys. Everybody asks us if we're going to do boys games. We've got a couple of boys games, but at the end of the season, the boys, it's all boys all the time. So
boys regular season goes a little longer, so there's a couple more opportunities there towards the end.
Absolutely, and hopefully the Lady Bears can get this one with Patrick Henry, and again with that last year's situation where they lost it at the end, that's tough. Now they did play Maumee on Monday. They won 69-22, so a good win there. 11 players scored. Brooke Lamberson had a game-high 12 points and 7 rebounds, so again, nice to get Brooke involved. And again, just making up for that production that you lost with Reese Grotehouse.
Yeah, and I think remember looking at that box score, it was like 12, 10, 9, 8, 8, 7. A lot of girls contribute. Everybody was getting touches and doing a nice job. And it was a little bit of a slow start. It's that second and third quarter where the Lady Bears really put some distance between them and Maumee.
Absolutely. So the Lady Bears need to get out to a fast start tonight, as the Patriots are in here, and with where they're sitting in the league, every game's a must-win for the league if you want to contend. And Patrick Henry would love nothing more than to steal this one away.
All games are big games with league games, and like you said, we've just played 3. We still have a lot of basketball left to play as far as the NWAL is concerned, hopefully as far as the tournament's concerned. So a night like this, getting off to a good start is really important.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to send this away, and back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional-grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, it's going to be Bryan and Patrick Henry. Now it's time for our starting lineups presented by American Family Insurance. Danielle Van Adda, agent. Send that down now to Aaron Hughes, our PA announcer.
Rick Secker, Mr. Keith Bruner, and Mr. Bradley Keener. Now to meet the teams. First of the visitors on the scoreboard, the Patrick Henry Patriots. Starters for Patrick Henry, number 4, Carson Weber. Number 11, Madison Prigg. Number 22, Sam Johnson. Number 42, Mackenzie Vance. And number 44, Trista Fintel. Varsity coaches Justin Sonnenberg, varsity assistant Jeremy Crossland, junior varsity coach Nick Nussbaum, and freshman coach Heidi Chrisman. And now for your Golden Bears. At a guard of 5'4", junior number 12, Ali Zimmerman. At a guard of 5'3", senior number 20, Brooke Lamberson. At a guard of 5'6", junior number 22, Addie Arnold. At a forward of 5'9", senior number 5, Mackenzie Seamer. And at a forward of 6 foot, senior number 10, Shalyn Miley. Varsity coaches Todd Grosjean, JV coach Kathy Lamberson, assistants Colin Walker, John Miner, and Joe Good. Ladies, let's play ball.
There you have it, the starting 5 for each team. Get ready to tip this one off. Lady Bears at 13-3 on the year. Patrick Henry 1-16 on the year.
A freshman, a sophomore, and 3 seniors for the Patriots against 2 juniors and 3 seniors. It's a good experience for PH.
Lady Bears win the tip. Shalyn Miley has it now on the left wing. She will go find Seamer, who loses the basketball. It's taken over by Trista Fintel. Fintel will pass it off to a point guard who brings it up. This is Madison Priggy. Priggy will go to Weber. Now to Bosselman. Cross court back to Weber. Weber looks to drive, runs into some trouble, and will give back out to Priggy. Bounce pass over to Vance. Vance will drive. Bears close. She loses the basketball, stolen away by Brooke Lamberson. Lamberson will go coast to coast, put up a layup, missed the shot. Rebound comes down to Addie Arnold, who also misses the shot. She gets another rebound. It's knocked around, and we're going to get a jump ball, and that'll go with the Patriots.
Yeah, a couple of shots there from point blank for the Bears. A good follow. Just tried to get the shot off a little too quick inside for Addie Arnold.
Brooke was under the basket. She went too far under before she made the shot there. Priggy will bring it up. We'll cross that center circle, working against Ali Zimmerman. She'll go to the left side. Then over to Vance. Now over to Weber. Back to Vance. Vance will go baseline, working against Arnold. Nice defense there by Arnold. It's a turnover. And now Seamer's coming the other way. Seamer will go through the key, put up a shot, no good. Rebound, she'll come get it herself. Underneath is being just covered by Patrick Henry Patriots. Zimmerman will launch a 3, no good. Arnold will chase that rebound down. 6:31 and counting here. First quarter, no score between Bryan and Patrick Henry. Seamer with the basketball. She will hand off to Lamberson.
Let's see if somebody can get the lid off of that thing here and get a bucket for the Bears. Nice job scrambling to keep the possession alive. See PH really extending the man-to-man defense there.
Shot is put up by Miley, and she missed it. And so 2 trips, no points for the Lady Bears. Prigge will bring it up. She'll work it again against Zimmerman. Now she'll go all the way in, put up a shot. It is no good. Rebound will come down to Miley. Miley quickly down to Lamberson and too tall and knocked out of bounds.
The right idea. We just got to put the ball on the, got to feel like a quarterback there. Put the ball on the receiver, let him do something with it. Just a little too strong with the pass.
Vance will inbound for the Patriots and then hand to Prigge. Bears are coming out and defending full court but not trapping. Vance will cross over the timeline, or excuse me, Prigge will cross over the timeline.
You see the Lady Bears doing some switching on screens tonight. They don't always switch, but it looks like they match up pretty good. They like every time being able to switch on the ball screen.
Bounce pass over to Vance. Vance top of the key to Prigge. Prigge launches a 3 and buries it for the first points of the game. 5:20 coming. What do we got going on? 3-0. I don't know what that was.
Just lost control of the ball, maybe.
3-0 Patrick Henry. 5:17 remaining here. First quarter. Lamberson will bring it over. Bounce pass to Zimmerman on the right wing. Zimmerman over to Lamberson. Then cross court to Arnold. Arnold launches a 3. Rattles, no good. Rebound will come down to Vance for the Patriots. Right look.
Yep, good look, good offense. Nice skip pass by Brooke Lamberson.
Vance with it.
Good
runs into Seamer.
By Brooke Lamberson there to take away that drive.
Baseline for Weber. And then back out to Vance. Vance working against Seamer. She spins, puts up a shot off high glass, no good. Rebound knocked around and finally knocked out of bounds by the Lady Bears. Sam Johnson was mixing it up with both Zimmerman and Arnold, but
got to be a lot stronger with the basketball right there. Just a little too nonchalant. Once Addie Arnold grabbed it in the paint, had it taken away from her.
Inbound to Vance. Weber has it now, right wing, or left wing. She'll go across through the key, then find Vance, and Vance travel with the basketball. So the Bears will get it 3-0, 4:26 remaining. Just not a good start for the Lady Bears, coming out with no points midway through the quarter.
No, so far 0 for 5 from the field for the Lady Bears.
Miley with the basketball on the left wing. She'll find Arnold down low on the left side. Arnold will dribble around, then bounce pass into Miley, who puts up a shot and finds the hole and makes it 3-2 with 4:06 remaining first quarter.
Good action there off a screen, a little roll, Shallon Pinder girl, then a nice step through to finish.
Prigge will bring it up, the sophomore. Will find Vance, then bounce pass over to Fintel. She'll come inside, put up a shot, no good. Rebound up, and we're going to get a foul as that's Sam Johnson that was trying to put that one up. So Johnson will head to the line. Foul is going to be on Brooke Lamberson. That'll be her first. 3:48 remaining here, first quarter. 3-2 Patrick Henry, with 2 now coming from Sam Johnson, who shoots 53% from the line.
Got a little out of whack on defense there. Gave up the drive on the baseline, then on the rotation by Brooke Lamberson, we lost our backside rebounding.
Bree Long will check in, as will Delilah Taylor. Long is going to need to play some minutes tonight with Chloe Antigo being out, as we heard Coach Grosjean say in the pregame. Next one is coming from Johnson. That one is no good either, and Long grabs that rebound on the way. Lamberson will have it. Down, knocked away.
Here's one more pass to the corner there. Delilah Taylor was set up for the 3. I don't think McKendree was wrong to attack, but one more pass to the corner for an open shot. Delilah's really been shooting the ball good lately.
So Zimmerman will inbound underneath the basket. She finds Taylor. Taylor stops, pops. No good. Rebound comes down to Sam Johnson. That wasn't a 3, though. She was close to the basket.
She was too close that time. We've gotten good looks. Can't be upset with the offense so far, other than just can't get the ball to drop.
Prigge working against Zimmerman. Now it's poked away by Bree Long. She'll control the basketball. Hand over to Seamer, who puts up a layup, no good. Rebound to Zimmerman, who cleans it up. Nice. It was a good basket move by Seamer. She just missed it.
Yeah. Great rebound. Good, right place at the right time for Allie Zimmerman. Does a good job running the floor.
Bears take the 4-3 lead with 3 minutes to go here, first quarter. And too tall as they were looking for Sam Johnson. It gets out of bounds. So if we have something on the floor, it looks like.
Yeah, good eyes by the official. Hopefully that's a good sign.
Yeah. Taylor will inbound.
5 early turnovers for PH. That's something that the Bears have to capitalize on.
Lamberson will bring it over, give to Taylor. Taylor bounce pass to Seamer. Seamer makes a move around a girl, misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Mackenzie Vance. And she's gotten some rebounds early on here.
Yeah, she's been pretty active. 6-footers playing hard inside for PH.
Ball is dead out here as Prigge looks for some help. It gets knocked over. Weber will pick it up. They say it went off of Lamberson so that it wasn't a backcourt violation. Now Weber with it, working against Brooke. Brooke steals that one away, and she should have an easy layup. Puts it up and good. 6-3 Bears, and Coach Sonnenberg is going to call a 30-second timeout as his team has given up 6 straight points. With 2:13 remaining here, first quarter, going to take a timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 6-3. The Bears lead with 6 minutes gone in the quarter. And we talked about this in pregame that the Bears need to get off to a hot start, and they did not do that. No. And I think that timeout was needed by the Bears as well as Patrick Henry.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Gershing was upset by that at all. We're 3 of 12 from the field right now. Need to find a way to take the lid off. Gotten good looks. We need to get some finishes.
Prigge with the basketball, and her foot is doing everything but picking up.
Looked like she could feel the world rotate under her foot right there.
She has it again, working against Delilah Taylor. Now over on the right side to Sam Johnson, back out to Vance. Vance will find Prigge. Prigge will find Weber. And Weber traveled with the basketball.
Really nice job extending the defense out. You can see they're playing good, hard defense, 25, 26 feet away from the basket. Putting a lot of pressure on Patrick Henry. Forced the 7th turnover of the first quarter for the Patriots.
Minute 35 remaining first quarter. The main stop scoreboard shows 6-3 in favor of the Bears. 3 ball in the air for Delilah Taylor, just rims out, and it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to say who has it. They're going to say it went off of Bree last time. Zimmerman will check back in, giving Lamberson a little rest. Bears playing a full court defense now. Taylor working hard against Prigge. Prigge has to reverse direction and get it over quickly. Oh, it's stolen away. Allie Zimmerman puts up a layup and good. 8-3. They were in danger of a 10-second violation.
Yeah, really close. It looked like she just about handed it off to Allie.
Yep. So now they'll lose the basketball again. Scrim on the floor, and it's going to go with the Patriots. I'm sorry, the Bears. And Mackenzie Vance was there like it was her ball. She was out there. She wanted it. Taylor gets the inbound pass.
Sometimes maybe you could talk them into it. Just act like you know what you're doing. Go there with confidence. Maybe you can get the call.
Under a minute to play. Baseline for Miley. And she will be fouled. Head to the line. Foul's going to be on 22, Sam Johnson. That'll be her first, team first. So Miley will shoot 2.
Good strong move by Shallon Miley there. Nice head and shoulder fake to the right. Set the defender up and then attacked hard. Help got there, but late.
First one is up and good.
And that's when Shallon Miley's playing well, when she can get herself strong to the basket and then get herself to the free throw line. Then she gets to be really tough to defend.
Next one is perfect as well. So the Bears lead is now 10-3. They're on a 10-0 run here. And they didn't get their first points until 3 minutes into the quarter.
And there's the trap you were looking for earlier, Chris.
I think Bears sensed some desperation on the part of Patrick Henry, and so And they're going to say that that's a Golden Bears basketball.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
I think Bree might have got a finger on it, but it definitely went off the Patriot behind her.
So Taylor will bring it up. 35 seconds and counting first quarter here. Taylor will go to the right side and then reverse direction and give to Arnold, top of the key. Arnold launches a three, no good. And hustle for the rebound, and Taylor basically knocked it to a Patriot trying to save it. Prigge will bring it up.
Nice set play there by the Lady Bears. Got the look they wanted, but that's a fourth missed three of the quarter already for the Lady Bears.
Taylor falls down. Three ball is no good, just nothing. Nothing but net, nothing. And Coach Grosjean reminds them to watch the clock.
I think Prigge got away with a little bit of a stiff arm there on Delilah Taylor. I think I saw Derrick Henry do that to a couple people in the playoffs
Absolutely.
this year.
So Lamberson will check back in. 7 seconds to play. Taylor quickly will get it over the timeline. We'll head to her right side, now go to her left. Bounce pass over to Miley, launches a three. At the buzzer is no good. So at the end of the first quarter, the main stop scoreboard shows 10-3 Bryan. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
Things just aren't the way they used to be. Whatever happened to businesses that were eager to please you? At Krill Funeral Service, we offer the same outstanding service we offered decades ago. Are we hopelessly out of style? We certainly hope so. Krill Funeral Service, 860 West Mulberry Street in Bryan.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Bryan's #1 fan, Chester Dangler, in the house tonight. 10-3.
Good to see Chester back. We haven't seen him much, and you're not seeing much of Chester.
Absolutely.
Looking really good over there.
He is. So.
Well, a 10-3 lead. The Lady Bears were only 4 of 16 from the field in the first quarter, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Missed every one of the threes they attempted. So it'd be good to see that get changed here in the second quarter. Start to find some rhythm offensively and knock some shots down.
A turnover for the Patriots. I don't know if it was
Number
a travel
10.
or did she?
Yeah, I think it looked like she stepped on the sideline.
Oh, okay, all right.
What the official pointed at.
So Lamberson with it. Over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman will give to Miley at the top of the key. Miley over to Arnold. Arnold with a good head fake. That bounce pass over to Seamer. Three ball in the air for Zimmerman is no good. Rebound comes down. Nice job there by Lamberson. Then a three ball for Miley is no good. Hits the top of the backboard, and so that'll be a turnover for the Bears. 2 good looks, just couldn't get the shots to fall, and that's been a theme for tonight so far.
It has been 0 for 7 from 3 now.
Patriots will bring it up. Prigge with the basketball. We'll give over to Vance. Back to Prigge. Prigge calling the offense. We'll give to Weber, who almost lost the basketball. Weber is in no man's land down there, looking for some help, and almost close to a 5-second call.
I'm impressed. Weber's doing a nice job for being a freshman out there, playing against a veteran lineup for the Lady Bears.
Addie Arnold gets in the way of that one and causes some little consternation, and we're going to get a traveling violation for Prigge. So active hands on the defensive end, and as you said, that's coming out, you know, pretty far.
Yeah, they've
having
really
defense.
Extended the defense, they're doing everything right defensively right now. They've forced 11 turnovers. They're holding them to 1 shot. They need to start capitalizing on the offensive end. If you're Coach Grosjean, you got to feel like you should be up by way more than 7 at this point.
Miley again with a nice move in and puts it up and in.
Really nice left hand there by Miley.
12-3 lead. And Bears still very active, and Prigge is in all sorts of trouble, though she finds a girl open, and that is a missed shot. That was Carson Weber, and it was nice for her to find Carson Weber when she was double teamed. That was pretty impressive.
That was. Good job looking away.
Lamberson, then back out. Seamer, she'll drive, put up a shot, no good. Rebound will come right down to Trista Fentel. Using every bit of her 5'10" frame to get that one.
Yeah, that was what Seamer wants. She likes the shot fake and attack. So the defense stayed pretty set, made it a tough shot for her.
3 ball in the air for Sam Johnson is no good. Rebound comes down to Miley. Miley looks ahead, gives to Zimmerman. Zimmerman cross courts over to Lamberson. Lamberson now back to Miley. 3 ball in the air for Miley, no good. Rebound will come down to Seamer, who puts it up strong and gets fouled. I'll tell you what, she does not do anything soft. She is strong all the time.
Very aggressive. Fantastic volleyball player too, the same way. Just plays the game hard all the time. You're not going to find many times where you can see her taking a play off, let alone any extended amount of time.
First one is good for Seamer. Seamer she's been a 4-year starter for the Lady Bears.
She's played a lot of minutes.
Yep.
Seen a lot of action.
Next one is up, and that is good as well. So the Bears lead is extended to 14-3. The first 3 points of the game were scored by Patrick Henry, and there have been none since. Now the Bears continuing to press. Weber with it, she'll lose the basketball, and they'll have to hurry. And a 10-second violation is called. And that'll be another turnover for the Patriots.
A little surprised that Coach Sonnenberg didn't try to get a quick timeout right there to help himself, help his girls.
Bree Long will check in, as will Delilah Taylor. Again, Bears without Chloe Antigo tonight. Seamer with the basketball. Will give out to Arnold. Arnold launches a 3 from the left side, no good. Rebound knocked around, and I think it's going to be off Patrick Henry. It is. It was Seamer and Fintel both going after that one, and so Arnold will inbound underneath the basket, or at least on the baseline. She finds Taylor. Taylor thought about a 3. Now she drives baseline, loses the basketball, able to get it back, and nice job there. And we'll get it all the way around the horn to Seamer. Seamer gives to Arnold. Arnold gives underneath to Seamer. Seamer with a bounce, put up a shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound knocked around. Miley will come down with it. Now she'll go baseline. Pick it up, no good. And another rebound for the Lady Bears. And Bree Long will get a jump ball here. And that'll stay here with the Bears. So good offense. Good rebounding.
Good rebounding, yeah. Good offense is a stretch, but good offensive action.
Offensive action,
good shots. Yeah, getting great
shots. Are not falling.
Boy, we just got to take the lid off of this.
Arnold will get the basketball and give it right back to Miley, who misses a shot from underneath. 3 ball in the air for Taylor, finally.
There's the
17-3, first 3. What is that, 1 for 8?
That is 1 for 10 for the Lady Bears. Yeah. God bless them, they kept trying. You got to keep shooting. Shooters got to keep shooting. That's the only way to get out of a slump.
Prigge is double teamed, loses the basketball, gets it back, and now we're going to go foul on McKendry Seamer as she poked a paw in there trying to get it out of the hands of Trista Fintel. That'll be her first. You like what I did there? She poked a paw in there?
Poked a paw in there, nice. The Lady Bear.
It's been a long week.
I think he had his choice of a couple people there. McHenry must have been the first number that he saw.
So the Bears get in that zone, which we've seen at times after points or after fouls.
You see freshman Kaylee Thiel on the floor now for the Lady Bears. Going to get some minutes tonight with Chloe Antigo out and Reese Grotehouse out.
So the Bears will bring it up. Here comes Thiel, puts it up, no good, a little too hard, but she had Vance right on her. And Briggy having all sorts of trouble with the basketball. She'll get it over the timeline, pick up her dribble, give to Vance. Vance is double teamed underneath to Fintel, underneath and knocked away.
Good rotation.
Yep, they were looking for Brooke Bosselman underneath, and the Bears able to knock it away.
Nice shot by Bree Long. Great hustle play by her. You're going to see that every time she's on the floor. Just a great hustle player.
Long is a 5'8" senior.
Bree doesn't play a ton of minutes. She leads the team in charges taken. She's taken 4 this year. She might be the only one that's got double digit, or got a crooked number.
Shot is missed by Fintel, and Lamberson was in the way there, and that'll get knocked out of bounds and go to the Bears. 3:30 and counting here, second quarter, 17-3. Bears lead this one. Again, Patrick Henry, if you're just joining us, had the first 3 points of the game and then nothing since. 3 ball in the air for Taylor is good. So 2 in a row for the Lady Bears.
Delilah Taylor's trying to bring our percentage up all by herself. Couple of nice shots from that spot.
Got Kaylee Thiel out here defending. Double team. And it's stolen away. Right back to Thiel, who puts it up and good.
There we go.
That was just intercepted basically by Shallon Miley, who had the heads-up play to have Thiel ahead.
Just such great pressure defense by the Bears right now.
And a timeout is called by Coach Sonnenberg. It's going to be a full timeout, no, a 30. So we're going to take it with them. 22-3 Bears lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Helping others isn't just kindness, it's my life. That's why I chose Northwest State.
All roads begin at Northwest State. Visit northweststate.edu today.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Patrick Henry called it second timeout as we are at 22-3. Again, if you're just joining us here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Patrick Henry had a 3-0 lead in this one, and it's been a 22-0 run. And what do you attribute that to for the Golden Bears? Because they're not shooting particularly well.
No, it's all been on the defensive end. Our good offenses, but a lot of it's come from good defense. The pressure has just been so good from the white jerseys tonight. Nothing is easy. Every time a PH player has it in her hand, she's got company, she's got somebody in her face. We're doing a great job on ball screens. And when they've gotten shots, we've limited it to one shot.
Miley knocks that one away. They were looking for Brooke Bosselman.
Again, great defense. Shallon even took the back door away, got her hand on, deflected it.
Here's Thiel. She'll go baseline, put up a shot. She was too far under the basket, and the Bears will back off into the defense. And they lose it. Patrick Henry on their own loses it, and will go back to the Bears. There was nothing to deflect that. She just caused her own turnover.
Yep. The freshman for the Bears, Kaylee Thiel's been aggressive. She's done a nice job 3 times now going to the basket, got herself a bucket. Been playing good defense at the top of the defense to create some problems.
Bree Long with it. Now right side over to Miley. Miley will give out to Lamberson, who will reset the offense. And now Taylor. Now back cross court and right back to Taylor. Taylor will go baseline, put up a shot with the right hand, no good. Rebound is tipped around, and it comes down to Patrick Henry, and then the Bears are all around it. It was Miley Taylor, or was Taylor Miley Taylor on that one, all long passes.
Yeah, a couple good strong skip passes there. It really makes the defense work hard when you can skip the ball across the court, get them out of whack.
3 ball no good for Bosselman. Rebound will come down to Lamberson, who moves it ahead to Miley. Miley will go baseline, put up a shot, no good, get a rebound, and put it back in. Actually, that first one wasn't really a shot. She just lost the basketball.
Yeah, it's got took it out of her hands, but she did a nice job staying with it down there.
24-3 Bears lead. Minute 21 remaining here first half, and big time foul on Trista Finnell as she knocked down Kaylee Thiel. The 5'10 freshman went down, and the Patrick Henry fans aren't in favor of that one, but I think it was a good call.
Yeah, offensive foul there on that screen.
We're going to see some subs come in. Arnold will come in for Bree Long.
It was just about almost a wholesale changer, I think. 4 in.
Yep.
Delilah Taylor stays in, 4 subs come in off the bench. When you have the ability to stay fresh, no reason to not stay fresh.
24-3, minute 13, and counting here. Zimmerman with the basketball, then back out to Taylor. Taylor will go all the way to Lamberson. Now bounce pass in to Seamer, right back out. Bears moving the basketball around. Lamberson launches a 3, no good. Rebound knocked from Arnold to Taylor. Taylor with the basketball. Bounce pass, and it's intercepted. That's stolen away by Kaya Seaman. and it's knocked out of bounds. I'm guessing that's Kaya Seaman. They have her listed as 0 on the
Another freshman on the
stats.
floor. That's 2 freshmen on the floor then for Patrick Henry, her and Weber.
Miley will check back in.
And Taylor gets a break. She provided some good offense there. 6 points this quarter for and a couple of threes. Our only made threes. Nice job by number 4 there.
Inbound to Seaman. She'll go through the middle of the key. Not afraid. Put up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good. And then it's knocked away. Seamer had it, but then lost the basketball, and Bears will recover. Zimmerman, left wing, looks at the clock. Heads up play to not take a shot as they want to waste this clock away. She had a good look, but she looked at the clock and decided not to take it.
I think she's hearing voices of basketball past yelling at her about the clock in her head there. We've had to do that more than a couple times.
Now Eddie Arnold will launch one, no good. Rebound will come down, and Patrick Henry will have it for the last 9 seconds. They'll move it down quickly with Bosselman. They lose it. Vance has it. Vance will launch off-balance shot, no good, and that'll be the end of the first half. Your score is 24-3. Bryan, the Bears lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the 4-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success always.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
As we enjoy football this fall, we're reminded that winter isn't that far away. Now's the time to get your furnace checked out, and you can do that with confidence by calling Starks Plumbing and Heating Services. Take advantage of $25 off on the fall furnace tune-up. Also, if you're looking to purchase a new Lennox system, ask about an offer of up to a $1,350 rebate or 6 months no payments on qualifying Lennox equipment purchased between September 7th and November 27th. For all of your heating and plumbing needs year-round, call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services today, 1-800-329-40. Are you looking for an excellent investment opportunity? AmeriMade Realty has a duplex for sale in downtown West Unity listed for only $69,900. Offering 2 spacious 2-bedroom, 1-bath units, this property has over 2,400 square feet and also offers basement storage, separated utilities, and ample parking. Some updates have been done already, so come check it out and put your money to work for you. Call the AmeriMade Realty team at 636-7653. That's 636-SOLD. AmeriMade Realty, your hometown real estate pro.
I'm Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We know it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to visit us as part of your pre-planning.
I'm Sally Jo Metzger. There's no high pressure, and by talking to us now, there's no stress. Just good information for you to make your choice.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area with a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
At American Family Insurance, they know your life has many moving parts. From your four wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is halftime, and the Bryan Golden Bears lead the Patriots of Patrick Henry 24-3, kind of what we expected. But what we didn't expect was Patrick Henry to score the first 3 points of the game and then not score again. They scored the first 3 points of the game, and with about 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter, finally Bryan scored, maybe even 5 minutes. Bryan scored, and then they were able to hold him off the rest of the way. So Chris Malenga and Bryan Arnold with you, and the stats are probably not pretty when you're looking at the Patriots.
No, on the Patriots side of the ledger, obviously not shooting the ball well. 0 of 9 from 2-point range. Their one made basket's a three-pointer. They've only shot 2 threes, and they're 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Biggest issue for the Lady Patriots is they've got 16 first half turnovers.
Yeah, that's
just they were having trouble. I mean, 16 turnovers and they have 9 field goals attempted. That's just not. I mean, that's not going to work in anything. On the other side, I mean, we look at it offensively. Coach Grosjean's probably not super happy with what he's seen in front of him so far. Other than, like we said, a lot of misses, but a lot of misses out of the offense. We got good looks. You know, Addie Arnold's been shooting the ball really good from 3, had her average up to about 40%. It's back down to about 4% now after going 0 for 6 or so in the first half. Delilah Taylor's got the 2 makes from 3. The girls are 2 of 12 from 3-point range, 6 of 20 from 2-point range. The bright side for the girls, that were 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Besides the big number on the scoreboard, 24-3, just playing fantastic defense. We've only turned the ball over 3 times. I think they can be pretty happy about that in the locker room right now, with getting everything that they want on the defensive end, not turn the ball over on offense. We just need to knock down those open shots, because you're going to get somebody that no matter what you do defensively, you can't hold them to 3 points and a half, and you've got to convert on those open looks.
We're in the BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet halftime show. If you're in those locker rooms, for Patrick Henry, what is Coach Sonnenberg telling his team?
Well, the upside for PH is, after as bad as that was and all of those numbers, you know, it's 24-3. I mean, but you're not completely out of this. If we continue to be as cold as what we are, for them, they've just got to cut down turnovers. They have got to value the basketball. They've just struggled so bad trying to get the ball across the timeline, and then once in the offense, passes have been a little shaky. They've been a little bit too quick. So I think your number one concern is we want to see that turnover number be way lower here in the second half. And on the other side, we've got shooters, we need makers. We got people that are getting open looks, we're getting open shots. We just need to get them to fall. And honestly, you tell your kids, you just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. I've told my own kids that. I've told other people, you've heard it before too from coaches, you're going to shoot your way into a slump and you got to shoot your way out. You're not going to make shots by not taking shots. So I think the Lady Bears are okay. It's one of those nights, and it's been contagious.
Yeah.
So we need to find that person, whether it's Delilah Taylor keeps stepping up and knocking shots down, Shalyn Miley keeps scoring, but whoever it is that can find a rhythm here, I think once everybody starts to see the ball go through the rim, it's going to pick everybody up a little bit.
We talked about this a little bit in the pregame, but it's really, really interesting to me how they lost Kayla Prigge, who has started for 4 years and kind of the leader of their offense, and they really haven't had much to replace her, whereas Bryan lost Reese Grotehouse, and again, admittedly, you know, she's a sophomore, and her freshman, the bulk of her freshman year, she wasn't with the team. So, but they have done a good job of stepping up and giving you those minutes and those points that Reese had, where on the other side, Patrick Henry just hasn't been able to.
No, and I mean, we both know what I would like to say. I've seen Reese play a lot more than what I've been able to watch her play. But we know from watching Reese play, you can't replace her. All you can do is try to make up for that the best that you can. And we need to say hi to Reese. Hopefully she's listening at home tonight. She had her procedure done today. It sounded like everything went good. So she'll be back better than ever, and looking forward to seeing her have 2 healthy years to finish things off. But to finish out this season with this group of girls, like you said, it's good to see that we can get some people to step up and fill those shoes, because those are pretty big ones.
Absolutely. 24-3. We're going to take a 90-second timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family. If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grim Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grim Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grim Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Patrick Henry gets the ball to start the quarter here, the second half, and they trail 24-3. Nice strong move in, a missed shot for Mackenzie Vance, but she does draw the foul. And that'll be on McKendry Seamer. That's 2 on Seamer.
I was just looking at numbers. There were 4 total fouls in the first half. McKendry had one of those, so she's the only player with 2 fouls right now.
Vance makes the first one. She is a 57% free throw shooter, averaging 9 points per game. And she has her first. Second one is up and good as well. Bears will bring it up.
You know, Chris, besides game time, that might be over an hour of real time, or 45 minutes or so since Patrick Henry scored. That's got to feel pretty good for Coach Sonnenberg just to get off the schneid. That was a long drought.
Yes, it was. Lamberson will have it. The Bears are just moving it around the perimeter. Now down to Arnold, down low, back out to Lamberson, now around to Zimmerman. Arnold on the left wing, underneath. Miley up, no good. Rebound comes down to Fintel. They'll bring it up. Bears token pressure. Zimmerman will play some good D, get it over to Weber. Weber will look to drive, then bounce pass over to Vance. Vance will come inside, then back out to Weber. Weber launches a 3, no good. Not even hit the net, but Miley unable to get the rebound. High glass shot by Johnson is no good. Another shot missed by Patrick Henry, and now they're going to get a foul on Arnold on that rebound. That'll be Arnold's first, and that'll put Vance to the line again.
I don't know about that being a shooting foul, but when you get mixed up underneath, it's going to happen.
So first one for Vance is good. So shooting above her average right now. 24-6 on the main stop scoreboard. 6:48 remaining, third quarter. Next one up and good as well. So Patriots have scored 4 straight foul shots here.
So you could say it's a game of runs. 3-0 run for PH, 24 for Bryan, a 4-0 run back from PH to start this half.
Now another 24 run for Patrick, for the Bears.
Yep, strange game so far.
Miley will go cross court to Arnold, puts up a shot, no good from 3. Rebound will come down to Vance. She couldn't miss it, Delta, and tonight she's struggling.
Just having one of those nights. Yep. Can't find the range. Gonna need to find something else.
High up for the Bears will go to them on the jump ball. Nice move there by Zimmerman to come in and tie that up.
Yep, good defense there. Nice trap by Addie and Allie there on the sideline.
Defensively, the Bears have played really well.
Yeah. Same thing as the first half. Now we need to find somebody to start making some buckets for us here. Turn that defense into offense.
Arnold, top of the key. Will give to Lamberson, right side, now to Miley. Miley will big, tall skip pass over to Arnold. Now back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman finds Miley. Miley puts up a shot and good.
Miley's had a nice night. She's been playing a nice solid ball game tonight for the Bears.
And she has 10.
Double digits. 10 of the 26 been really good.
Prigge with the basketball will feed it in underneath. Stolen away by Arnold. She'll fire it down to Miley. Miley stops, pops, good. So there's the run by the Bears.
Yep. Couple four quick right back at it. I wasn't sure Addie could play post defense. That was good to see, and a nice run out by Shallon Miley. A good finish by the
And a good find. Weber with the basketball, top of the key, working on Lamberson. She'll hand off to Prigge. Prigge will go baseline, put up a shot, and cannot get over Seamer, and the Bears will have it right down to Lamberson. She'll stop, wait for some traffic, give it to Seamer inside, no good. Rebound knocked around, and Patrick Henry will have it. The one change I've seen so far this half is Patrick Henry doing a better job on the defensive glass.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone gives them some rebounders down on the baseline.
Prigge working against Arnold. She'll dish off to Johnson, who will lose the basketball to Miley. Zimmerman will bring it up. She fires down to Lamberson. Lamberson bounce pass right back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman launches a three, and that is not even close. No rim, no nothing.
No nothing.
She was in perfect position.
Gotta keep shooting.
Bree Long will check back in, as will Delilah Taylor. They both had good minutes off of the bench, which has been good for the Bears. Mackenzie Vance will inbound on the baseline in the backcourt. She's doing a good job of setting screens for Zimmerman. That's big change. And now we've got an injury, and the Bears have it back. Bree Long puts it up and in. Prigge hit the deck there.
Yeah, she's just a little out of control. Yep. She's got some good speed. She likes to go, but you can see she's using a little bit of that push off. That offensive call is going to get called pretty soon.
Yep. Bree Long will steal the basketball away. Now they get it down to Miley. Miley moves around a defender, puts up a short shot, up and good, 32-7. They're doing a really good job on they've really found this Mackenzie Vance setting screens so that they can get the ball over at least.
Yeah, trying to give their guard a little bit of help, even though the Bears are just picking up half court, 3 quarters at the most.
Vance
Using
will now
Vance
go
as a screener on that's been helpful for the point guard.
She'll now go baseline and lose the basketball. We're gonna get a foul. I think that's gonna be on Taylor. Let's see. It is.
Looked like she got the worst end of that deal right there.
I agree.
Caught a hand up in the chin, I think.
All right, so PH will inbound on the baseline, and Taylor almost steals it away. Prigge able to catch it, put up a shot at the foul line. It's blocked. 2 girls hit down at the end, and Zimmerman gets it on the other end with the basket in transition. Bree Long, I think, hit the deck and ran into a Patriot player. Patriots with it, and knocked out of bounds, and just too tall for Carson Weber.
Yeah, just like we talked about before, just a little sloppy with the basketball. They don't value the possession as much as they need to sometimes, getting a little bit of a hurry. But they've got their seniors are their post players, so they're a little bit young at the guard spot, so you're going to live with some things like that.
And I would assume that there's a little bit of urgency down 34-7 with 2:51
looking at that
remaining.
scoreboard, yeah. It's tough to look at that scoreboard and be patient.
Yep. Miley with the basketball. She'll give over to Taylor. Now they go baseline to Bree Long. Long puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Long again. She puts up another shot. Both times she was hacked, no call either time.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of contact down there.
Yeah. Osselman will check back in for the Patriots. Now the Bears will completely pull that pressure off. Kaylee Thiel is now in for Bryan. And And now she'll come up at the half court to pressure Vance. And this is interesting. They're having Vance bring the basketball up. Underneath, it was intended for Bosselman, just too hard.
Yeah, a little bit too much cheese on that ball. Already 6 turnovers for the Patriots here. They are up to 22 on the ball game.
That's really interesting. They have Vance bringing the ball up now.
Yeah, trying to help their guard, trying to get a little different matchup, knowing that we're not going to run and jump and trap.
Thea will give to Bree Long, and then Long goes right back out, and she hits the deck. 3 ball now in the air for the Bears. That was a 2.
Long 2 for Allie Zimmerman. That would make her feel a little better. Nice job knocking that shot down.
She has 8. They get it over to Carson Weber, who now has 2 Golden Bears in front of her. She'll dribble, then find Bosselman. Bosselman goes baseline. Shot is up by Sam Johnson. Bosselman did a nice job of finding Johnson there in the open space. Minute 45 remaining, it's 36-9. Bears. Zimmerman with it, over to Thiel. Now down low to Bree Long. Long will go baseline. Again, trouble with Trista Fintel. And Long hits the deck again. Now underneath to Miley, puts up a shot. And that was going to be a hard hit.
Yeah, a lot of
contact
on that
between
right there.
Carson Weber and Miley.
Yeah.
Weber had the worst of that. So Weber is down right now, and again, she took the worst of that. We're going to take a quick timeout. Minute 26 remaining, 38-9. Bears lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, we like to think we earn our Ford President's Award for Excellence every day. Our salespeople spend hours researching not only Ford and Lincoln products, but also our competitors. This helps us recommend the perfect vehicle for our customers' needs. That same attention to detail carries throughout our entire staff, from vehicle service to customer service. Everybody here at Bryan Ford Lincoln looks forward to earning your business with our President's Award attitude every day.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Carson Weber, the injured Patriot. She hit her head pretty good, and she is being helped to the bench by her coach. 38-9, Bears lead with a minute 26 remaining here. Third quarter, Bears have pulled that press off. Playing a half-court D, and it's stolen away by Miley. Miley will go down deep to Bree Long and knocked out of bounds by Trista Fentel.
You know, I have been impressed. Like you said earlier, you mentioned their defense. They are still playing hard on the defensive end. There's nothing easy about being 1-16 and being down by 20, almost 30 points here to the first place team in the league, and their kids are not stopping playing.
Miley will make it 31-point lead, and she gets point number 18. Blaze Langendorfer came in as well.
10 in the quarter for Shallon. She's been really good just carrying the Bears offensively.
We're going to get a traveling violation. The whistle happened, and Delilah Taylor looked at the official like, are you going to call, or what are you calling here?
She does kind of have that luck sometimes. The whistle finds her when she's on defense, so she's probably expecting it.
Yeah. So she has the basketball now. We'll bring it up. Left side to Thiel. Thiel back to Taylor. Now back to Thiel. Thiel will feed it underneath to Long. Long comes in, puts up a shot, and we're going to get a foul by Trista Fintel, and I don't know what more Trista Fintel could do. That looked perfectly legal to me. Feet were set, arms are up. I don't know.
That's a tough call as a defender. She never moved her feet. All the contact was initiated by the offensive person. I'm not a huge advocate for no calls, but if there's going to be a no call, that's a good time for one, just to play on.
Bree Long is out there on the free throw line. She is a 36% free throw shooter. Doesn't shoot many of them. Misses the first one. Next one, no good. Rebound comes down to Vance from the Patriots. Vance will go up, work around a screen from Fintel. Still has the basketball, loses the basketball, and then Kaylee Thiel will pick it up. Thiel will head the other way. Thiel will put up a shot, and good. Hits the deck, but no whistle. 42-9 as we go under 25 seconds to play here.
Nice step through by Kaylee. She's been super aggressive attacking the basket. A nice job taking advantage of the minutes she's getting as a freshman here.
And then defensively able to do it too. And Blaze Langendorfer will get a name in the scorebook with foul number 1. That's the 4th team foul. 15.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bears lead 42-9 on the main stop scoreboard. Katie Johnson now for Patrick Henry with the basketball. Knocked away by Taylor, but she steps on the line.
Good anticipation there by Delilah.
And she at 5'3" made herself look like a 6-foot player with that jump.
Yep, she went to get that one. She just couldn't keep her feet in bounds. Had to work on that sideline route a little bit, I guess, in practice this week.
Shot up and good by Mackenzie Vance. She had a nice move there to the basket. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The main stop scoreboard shows 42 for the Bears, 9 for the Patriots. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan swim and dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
My goal is a bachelor's degree, and I am starting at Northwest State. I get a great education and save thousands on tuition.
All roads begin at Northwest State. Visit northweststate.edu today.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. Bryan Ford Lincoln, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Grimm Paints, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Krill Funeral Service, and Northwest State Community College, all bringing you the game tonight. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with you here. The Lady Bears sitting comfortably 42-11 over the Patriots of Patrick Henry.
See Coach Grosheen's going with the starters. I wouldn't imagine this would last very long. We're probably looking at maybe a minute, at 2 minutes, try to get these guys a couple of successful possessions offensively, defensively, and then see a lot of subs here probably for the rest of the quarter.
Patriots get it knocked away, and now they'll bring it back over quickly.
And it looks like the Bears came out 1-3-1. Coach is getting a little work out of a different wrinkle here.
Vance trying to get away from the defenders, able to knock it to Prigge. Bears just closed when she got into the key. Prigge with it, picked up her dribble, feeds it up to Bosselman. Now they're trying to get it to Vance again. Vance gets it. Again, a trio of Lady Bears. She puts up a shot, no good.
Nice defense. That 1-3-1 was really good there. Really active by the Lady Bears.
Lamberson with a basketball over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman
just come out of their zone now. They're back to playing some straight man-to-man.
Feed it underneath to Seamer. And that's going to be a turnover for the Lady Bears. Got some assistant officials down there on the sideline.
There was some good counting down there. I'm sure they'll take it. Hopefully they don't want paid.
6:56 in counting. Ooh, she was close to being over the line and throwing it back. And now we're going to foul. Oh, but travel.
Just not real careful. That's got to get better for the Patriots moving forward. They've got to be careful, value those possessions. It just hasn't been good. 26 turnovers now on the night.
6:44 here. Bears still lead 42-11. Have not had a point scored in the 4th quarter yet. They give it underneath to Seamer. Seamer back out to Lamberson. Now they'll cross court it. Skip pass over to Arnold. Now bounce pass into Seamer. Back out, 3-ball in the air for Zimmerman, no good. Rebound comes down and Miley gets it. She'll go straight back and give it to Arnold. Arnold will launch a 3, no good. And now Zimmerman will grab the defensive rebound and get the jump ball. And I think that goes back to Bryan. It stays here because Patrick Henry got it at the quarter. Jenna Musto will check in for Patrick Henry, as will Sam Johnson.
Nice ball movement there by the Lady Bears. Got the ball to the walk away, found Allie Zimmerman at the top of the key, got an extra pass.
Miley is buried in the corner now. She'll find Lamberson. Now back to Zimmerman. Now Arnold again in the corner. Big skip pass cross court over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman working. Now right back to Arnold. She'll feed underneath to to Seamer, who doesn't catch cleanly, and Patrick Henry will get it back.
Oh, nice help side defense there by the Patriots.
And she did not know where she was throwing that one.
Kind of picked up her dribble and got caught. Nice look there.
Miley will feed to Lamberson, who puts it up close to the basket. 44-11, 5:39 and counting. Again, close to backcourt violation.
Back, yep. And after that really difficult first half shooting the ball, the Lady Bears have been so good here in the second half. They're 10 of 15 shooting from the field. A lot of those are easy looks. That's not counting threes. Threes have still been really difficult for the Bears.
Vance comes in baseline, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and puts it right back. I'll tell you what, there's not a harder worker on the court right now than Mackenzie Vance for the Patriots.
She's been really good for them. She's been a senior. She's trying to keep her troops moving here in the right direction, keep everybody playing hard. She's been leading by example. You got to like that out of your senior.
Miley with it. Under 5 to play now. We'll feed it back to Arnold. Seamer.
Good
They'll give it to Miley.
Cut. Nice find. Good backdoor cut.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how she saw her. And the Bears were going to call a timeout. This is just a substitution timeout, as we are going to see a whole bunch of subs come in. We're going to see Blaze Langendorfer. We're going to see Kaylee Thiel, Delilah Taylor. And I saw a couple more come in. I think Brooke Taylor is also in.
Yeah, we want a hockey line change there. That'll probably be it for the first group for the night. Really nice stretch right there to start that quarter. That's what Coach was hoping to see. Some good work out of the 1-3-1. Efficient on offense. Found some good hoops there. Got out in transition a couple of times. Moved the ball well, I thought, against the zone a couple of times too.
We are also going to see Ella Voigt. So Taylor, Thiel, Voigt, 2-3-4. And then we've got Bree Long and Blaze Langendorfer as well. 46-13, 4:40 run remaining here, fourth quarter.
Coach is keeping them in the 1-3-1, it looks like. Good time to get some work done on this. This will be some good teaching time on tape when it's all said and done.
Patrick Henry will put it up, no good. That is Sam Johnson. Rebound comes down to Kylie Brees. And then the Bears come in and grab the basketball. So Ella Voigt with the active defensive hands there.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for in the 1-3-1. You've got to be able to get to the backside and rebound.
Patriots launch a 3 for Priggy. It is, that was a 2. Her feet were on the line, yep. So 46-15, Langendorfer will bring it up. Blaze will hand off to Taylor. Delilah, that is. Then back to Langendorfer. Now over to Long. Long looking to go baseline, puts up a shot. No good.
Patience there by Bree Long. Good decision to continue the attack.
And we're going to get a jump ball. I don't even know that a Patriot had her hand on the ball at all, but Bears will keep it anyway. 46-15, 3:51 remaining.
I used to ref like that in the 3rd and 4th grade games. Whatever kept me on the same end so I didn't have to go the other way. It's the easiest call sometimes.
That's right. Voigt having some trouble there, but able to recover. And Taylor with it now. She'll look to go through the key, then back out to Long. Long will look to move inside. Nice move, puts up a shot, counted in the foul. What a move, Bree Long.
Yeah, nice little spin move going back. Got her defender set up like she was going away, spun hard back to the hoop.
Foul
contact.
Foul will be on Kylie Brees. That'll be her first. And that's just the second team foul. Fouls have been at a premium.
Yeah, you're looking at, there were only 4 in the first half, 6 so far. We just got to 10 total fouls in the game.
3:26 remaining.
And we're not going to get a lot of whistles the rest of the way.
Yeah, I don't, unless it's real blatant, I don't see that.
It's going to be a lot of let them play and get out of here at this point.
Bears being very active on that zone. They get it underneath, though, Patrick Henry does, and it's stolen away by Thiel.
Good rotation. That's a long way. Kaylee came all the way from the top of the zone on that to take away that extra pass to the walk away.
Long will go baseline again, lose it out of bounds. Nice job there by Jenna Musto. She was the one that was down low underneath for the Patriots, couldn't get it out of control, and then she actually caused that to go out of bounds off of Bree Long. Paige Boyer will check in, another freshman. Patrick Henry, very freshman laden right now. They've got a ton of them out there right now. Working on Langendorfer. Prigge with it. She'll feed underneath, then back out. 3 in the air. It's just knocked away by Blaze Langendorfer.
Great recovery by Blaze Langendorfer.
I love the way she plays defense. She is always in the mix.
Yep, good job scrambling around there, finding that open shooter. She came a long way. She was at the elbow when Seaman caught the ball down in the corner. She went a long way to make that defensive play.
And they'll give it in to Seaman. Now back out in the corner to Prigge. Patriots almost didn't get it in.
Freshman Mara Smith now in. She came in for Delilah Taylor. So 3 freshmen on the floor, a sophomore and a junior for the Lady Bears. Good look for the future.
Good to get him some experience. 3 ball in the air is no good by Voigt. Rebound will come down to the Patriots. 2:19 and counting. It's 48-15. They'll go all the way and put it up and in. Nice job there by Madison Prigge. Usually she passes that off, but that time she went right to the basket.
Yeah, I think she felt she had the lane. Nice job finishing.
Back to Thiel. Thiel will look to drive, then give out to Brooke Taylor. Taylor will move inside, then lose the basketball. Seaman with it for the Patriots. She'll look ahead, but then give back out to Prigge. Prigge works around a screen, double team, loses the basketball. Blaze Langendorfer says, I'll take that. Jump ball. Oh, actually, he got a timeout before the jump ball was called, so it'll be a 30-second timeout for Coach Sonnenberg. We'll take it with him. 48-17, minute 37 remaining, fourth quarter.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 48-17, minute 37 remaining. Bears have all of their non-starters in. Now I got to grab some numbers here.
We have 4 freshmen out there now.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, 3 freshmen. 2 juniors, Brooke Taylor and Lexi Alspaul. Have done a fantastic job in their lives overcoming the coaching they had in the youth program. To still be around in the program at this point.
Who would that have been?
Well, TJ Zimmerman.
That's what I was going to say.
Did a nice job overcoming their circumstances. Good thing Julie Taylor was always there with us, Brooke's mother. We always said she was a team psychologist because the girls would hear from TJ and Bryan, and then Julie would put an arm around him and say, now what they mean, what he's trying to say through all those loud noises. She was a saint. She was a saint. Amy Taylor, our junior class was really fortunate. We had a great group of parents that were willing to not only put up with TJ and I, but to come and help us all the time. Bruce Wheeler, Dave Beck, Rick N, Julie Taylor, Amy Taylor, just a fantastic group of people.
Langendorfer will steal this one away. She'll go the rest of the way. Stop, wait for traffic to clear, put up a shot, no good. And then Lexi Alspaw will get a bucket. And she will hustle back. Under a minute to play here. Seaman with the basketball. She'll give over to Paige Boyer. Boyer will drive in the lane and see Alspaw and go, nope.
Nice job closing out on both of those drives by Lexi Alspaw.
Patrick Henry just having all sorts of trouble. The Bears are swiping and stolen away there by Ella Voigt. She'll go, put up a shot, and good. 52-17. We must have like 8 or 9 or 10 people scoring.
Yeah, we've now started to really add to the scorebook here. A lot of people getting in on the action.
18 seconds, and it looks like the Bears will move to 14-3 overall and 4-0 in the NWOAL. And they will play on Saturday against Bowling Green. We will have that one here, and that's senior night. We'll have that one for you on the Golden Bear Sports Network. The freshman game will start at 10 a.m. and then, or 10:30, excuse me, and then there's JV and varsity. So we will have those for you on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Your final score, 52-17. Bears lead the Patriots, win this one, and we're going to take a timeout, come back and talk to Coach Todd Grosjean after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Here at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we understand that each person is unique in their own way.
We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
Funerals are only limited by one's imagination and what they feel is appropriate.
Please allow us to work with you when the time comes to provide compassionate and personalized service for you and your family.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grim Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grim Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grim Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold, 52-17, Bears win over the Patriots at Patrick Henry. Going to send it up to Brian for some stats and hopefully talk with Coach Grosjean after this. So I'll send it up to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Chris. We'll start on the PH side of the ledger. We talked all night about turnovers and struggling to score. Obviously, 17 points. They ended up with 30 turnovers. Their leading scorer tonight was a senior. We talked about Mackenzie Vance, played so hard all night long, came in averaging 9 points a game. She had 8. I had her for about 8 rebounds also. She was followed by sophomore Madison Prigge. Madison had the lone 3 for the Lady Patriots tonight, total of 7 points. And then we had Sam Johnson with a bucket with 2, and Carson Weber, the freshman, had 2. Patriots were 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Free throws were at a premium tonight. They shot 6. The Lady Bears shot 7. Both teams made 4. On the Golden Bear side, a lot of scoring on this side of the ledger from a lot of people. Delilah Taylor had 6 on 2 threes. Kaylee Thiel had a couple of buckets, the freshman, and freshman Ella Voigt had a bucket. 4 for Kaylee, 2 for Ella. McKendry Seamer had a quiet night for her, 2 for 2 from the free throw line for 2 points. Shalom Miley was really good tonight, 2 for 2 at the line, 20 points total. Allie Zimmerman had 8 points for the Lady Bears. Brooke Lamberson had 4. Bree Long had 4. And Lexi Alspall, the junior, got a deuce on the board tonight. Total of 52 for the Lady Bears tonight. They were 4 of 7 from the line, just 2 threes tonight. And I think I mentioned this enough times already. We shot 16 threes, just made the 2. That's uncharacteristic for the Lady Bears. They will be better and just got to keep shooting them. But overall, great job tonight. Really, the story was the defense from the Lady Bears, forcing 30 turnovers, taking advantage of it. When the offense wasn't going well, they were able to get stops on the other end and keep themselves in a position where you had 24 points at the half, and you're still able to be up by over 20 points. You don't see that very often. Holding a good league team, somebody as strong as PH, to 3 points is something that they can be really proud of. Coaches got to feel good about that defensive effort. So Chris is still waiting for Coach Grosjean to come out at this point. Hopefully he'll get a chance to talk to him here soon.
Well, 52-17 awaiting Coach Todd Grosjean here on the post-game show. Just a great game for the Lady Bears, as you gave statistically. After that slow start, it was definitely a much better game. And after the three-point lid was on for quite some time, then that picked up as well.
Yeah, they may want to. We have a couple of girls, I think I'm related to one, that might like to stay and shoot a little bit extra tonight after the kind of night that she had. But, the girls were good. Defense was the key to the game tonight for the Lady Bears, and they played a great job, or played a great game defensively.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have Coach Grosjean on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the...
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean. 52-17 win over Patrick Henry, and after a slow start for the Lady Bears, they certainly came out with a vengeance after that.
For us offensively, we've tried to get some things, I guess, polished up execution-wise, and we struggled again there in the first half. But I thought our kids defensively kept playing. We only gave up 3 points the first half. That was huge, and then only give up 17 is even better. We got a little mojo going there. We turned them over a little bit, and got some run-outs, and I thought our 1-3-1 zone was really giving them fits.
That was actually going to be my next thing. That zone was definitely giving Patrick Henry fits, and you just were able to and you came out and played out on the zone as well.
We were aggressive, and they've got some young kids out there handling the basketball, and with our length, if they try and throw over us, that's kind of what we want them to do. And we got some deflections and some run-outs and some steals, and I thought Kaylee Thiel, with Chloe Antigo not in the lineup tonight, we had to force Kaylee Thiel to play, and she does a great job out there at the point of it. It allows Shallon to move to a wing, and we get even longer. So that's something, I think our kids they like to play it. We play so much man-to-man at times. It's something that hopefully we can go to.
Now, I want to talk about the fact of how many subs played, how many non-starters played, because when you and I talked this morning, you said that was going to have to happen with Chloe being out, and you got some good minutes from a lot of kids.
Absolutely. I thought, Bree Long stepped up. She goes in there and guards 42. The Vance girl she's one of the better players in the league.
Absolutely.
And it's unfortunate that Kayla Prigge, their point guard, is down for the year with a knee injury, and so she's had to do quite a bit, and she was the focus of our attention, and I thought Bree Long did a great job. I thought Delilah Taylor gave us great energy off the bench, and right down the line, I thought our kids really came in and gave us quality minutes.
And that's good experience to have those younger players being able to experience what's going on in the varsity level.
Absolutely, and that's not having Chloe tonight, you're worried a little bit about our defensive rotation and being able to guard in the post, but I thought McHenry did a nice job. Shallon obviously stepped up huge offensively, and we didn't play our best and we still won and only gave up 17. So, you know, we're still a work in progress, and hopefully the kids will keep working, which I know they will.
You got to like that. Now let's quickly ask about Bowling Green coming to town on Saturday, what we're going to see from them.
Well, you know, they're an NLL school. They changed coaches last year, and this is the second year with this new coach. And watching them on film, they're big. They play a lot of kids. They've got a little bit of quickness at the guard position. So, you know, we're going to have to be ready to go. It's an NLL school, so you got to be prepared, and it's a Saturday. You know, our Saturdays haven't been the greatest here as of late, but hopefully our kids will get some shots in tomorrow, and we'll talk a little strategy and be ready to go Saturday.
And it's senior night, so we're going to be recognizing the contributions of the seniors.
Absolutely, our 5 seniors that well-deserved. They've invested a huge amount of time, and it'll be nice to hopefully send them out on a positive.
All right, Coach Todd Grostein of the Bryan Lady Bears, winners tonight, 52-17. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU. Have a good night, everybody.